Hi everyone, this is going to be our tutorial to get to know our new Google site. As you may have known, we had this site from the beginning of the year, but now since we are away from the Mather, this is where we will find all the information that I would have normally shared with you in class. Um, to start with, this is our homepage. You'll see announcements here. Um, there's a message, and then our Google Classroom code is right here. Please feel free to share this with other folks as well if you know fifth graders who aren't having any school stuff sent to them right now. The more, the merrier. At the bottom, you can find a tab to each of the other pages. Those tabs are also at the top just to help you get around. In terms of our schedule, I'm giving you that from what it would normally be so that you can schedule your days accordingly. Hopefully, if you keep your schedule close to this when we come back to school in April, it won't be too much of a transition. Our class calendar will show you when assignments are due. If you'll notice right now, there's no assignments due this week. You know that you're supposed to be doing 30 minutes of Raz Kids, 30 minutes of Prodigy, and 30 minutes of First in Math a day. And then starting Monday, you'll have more assignments. You can see all of them here because when I give you a due date in Google Classroom, it'll pop up on this calendar. The next tab is one of my favorites for morning meeting. All right. Since I miss seeing you all so much, we'll be meeting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 using a video chat app called Zoom. 7 folks were able to join us Wednesday, and I hope more are able to join us tomorrow morning. You can click the link here to find it. For reading, we'll be posting some videos here. Miss Connolly is working on a novel called Mercy Suarez that I'll be helping her out with, that we'll be reading together. You'll be seeing different PDFs and videos and questions to go along with it. You can find that news here. There's also links to Newsy LA, Raz Kids, Common Lit, and then a couple other programs that you can have and spend your time on outside of the work that I give you. And all those links can be found here too, right down here. So if you're ever needing to find Raz Kids, that link is here. For math, we're still going to have our math time norms throughout this process. I think that that's really important because as mathematicians, these kinds of ways of thinking live with us wherever we're doing math, not just in our classroom. So I want to make sure that that stayed there as a reminder. In addition, down below, you'll see different links for us. First in Math, Khan Academy, and Prodigy, as well as the math games from class, will be where most of the stuff we're doing is. In particular, you'll be seeing a lot of videos from Khan Academy, and you'll be spending a lot of time on First in Math and in some of those math games from class to keep going. For your parents, I'll be linking my parent workshops to this site as well. Some of them I've given this year, and people know that they're very helpful, but they're also just a resource for you to see examples of what we've been learning. In writing, we're going to follow a very similar pattern to the one that we've been following in class, okay? This won't be new. On day 1, you'll read a text. On day 2, you'll read it again and answer close reading questions. On the 3rd day, you'll unpack the prompt, highlighting evidence, brainstorming your reasoning statements. And then days 4 and 5 will be your writing days. Essays will be due on Fridays by the end of the day. You'll see that due date on your Google Classroom. The articles will be new for you, but the process will be the same as it's been all year long. For social studies is going to focus on current events for the time that we're away from class. That is a little bit different because we don't have access to our textbook. You will be working through News ELA mostly, reading an article and answering some questions. This might give us some interesting things to talk about during morning meeting too, if you have any questions about what's going on. For science, Mr. Wright has our Google Classroom, as you know. All of his work can be found through there. If he has any other important information for our class, we'll be posting it here. He is available and able to update our site as well, so he might be posting things from here from time to time. Make sure you take a look. For second step, I'll be posting the remainder of our videos. You can find 2 of your favorites that we've listened to throughout the year already there, but that's mostly for you and your learning. Library, we have a section for Ms. O'Toole. We have a section of Jim for Mr. Purnell. Music, Miss Washington, Art, Miss Levy, which I know she gave you all a drawing challenge before and has some copies of that too. So if you want to text her a picture of your artwork, she'd love to see it. Her phone number is there. Dance. Now, while we don't have dance this year, I know that Miss Lynch has some cool things you can be doing at home, and we're going to make sure that those go there. Lastly, if you need to get a hold of me, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can text my cell phone number, which is listed right here. You can email me, as many of you have done. You can have your parents message me on Class Dojo, or you can find me on Zoom Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30. There might be some more times where we do Zoom as we get more used to this online learning, so that we can have more in-person lessons and stuff like that. But I'm also available on Zoom to go over things with you. So if you've forgotten how to add and subtract fractions, or if you want to have a conversation about your writing or about the book that we're reading, we can also set up some times and appointments to chat through those things. If you have any other questions, you can use text, email, or Dojo to get a hold of me. All right. Well, fifth graders, I hope all of you are staying safe and healthy, and I'll be back with another video when it's time to learn something new. Lastly, I'll post a link to this on our Classroom, Google Classroom. You can find it there. It's also at bit.ly.com/Jones Mather, all lowercase. All right. Stay safe, fifth graders.